Back in 1978, a young man came up to me and said, "Can I have a few minutes of your time?" I said, "I just want to share something." I said, "Sure, of course." Well, he was he had the project of checking out the sweat lodges, and he had the time and the money, and he spent a year traveling all over the world. They found out that since we were all tribal people way back when, we all had a purification ceremony. And so I was teasing. He said, "You mean Port Barrows, Alaska, which is the farthest northern city in our area?" He says, "Yes, of course, they had a sweat lodge up there too." So, the Indian people have, all the tribes have a Messiah. So in a way, Jesus Christ was a Messiah. So we have an open mind about how that, and religions are like bicycle spokes. There's so many ways going to the center, to the Creator, and different ways to pray. So the Indian way is just another way to pray. And the Indian way, there's so many different altars. Like in my tribe, there might be a half a dozen altars of elders, and then there's like over 600 tribes in the United States. They have their altars. So everything is air, fire, water, and Mother Earth. They're earth-based ceremonies. So the sweat lodge, when we go out and harvest saplings, the willow saplings, we harvest them in the springtime, and we have a ceremony because these saplings are giving up their lives for us. So we offer tobacco to the Mother Earth and sing a song and say a prayer for their lives. And then we go back. It takes about 2 hours to build a framework of the sweat lodge, and we have covers to cover the sweat lodge. We have lava rock. We're lucky out here in California to have lava rock heating in a fire, what we call a clean fire, and we bring the rocks in, and we pour water on them, and it creates the steam effect. And it's very structured. We pray and we sing. We don't sing any church songs, like Christianity songs, but we sing Native American songs in there. I belong to the warrior clan of the Kickapoo Indian Nation in Oklahoma, and my job is to make sure none of these services that I'm involved in are watered down, like no Om and then no church songs and like that. So I make sure that none of that happens in our ceremony. But it's a purification ceremony. Going into the womb of Mother Earth is called, and you're being reborn. And how it purifies you mentally and emotionally and physically and spiritually, and for again. And so it's an ongoing thing. We sweat here in the Bay Area at 2 places in Sebastopol and 3 places here in the Bay Area, 3 places in West Marin, actually, and 1 here in Berkeley, California. And so I appreciate many people come in. A lot of people make this a way of life, and some people don't. Some people check it out for 6 months or a year or 2, and they move on, and think they've gotten what they need to move on. So the sweat lodge is an old ceremony, and belongs to everybody. So the way I've learned from some of the better ones, a Sioux Indian medicine man named Martin Highbear. And the east is yellow, where the sun comes up. It's called enlightenment. And the south is the path of the Creator, innocence. And the west is like common sense, and where the rains come from. And so the north is courage, red. And so you have the 4 races of humanity again represented there. And going left to right, we do everything like this. Look at the sun like it goes from east to west. We do everything. When we cover the lodge, we do it east to west. And then from the yellow, and then white, black, and red, like that, clockwise. So enlightenment, innocence, and common sense, and red road is red is a path of courage. They're our oldest living relatives, and they're the ribs of Mother Earth. I don't know a lot about stone people. They're just like the great Creator. There's a mystery because there's thousands of different kinds of rocks. But we're lucky to have lava rock here, and when I was traveling, I'd always get a whole bunch of lava rock and take it back east, because the rocks back there are kind of bad for doing the sweat lodges. They don't last very long. So they see me coming, they're hoping I've got some lava rock with me.